Hello, coin lovers and curious minds. Welcome back to the channel where every coin has a story to tell. Today, we're diving deep into the world of U.S. coinage to uncover the hidden value and history of the 1983 Liberty half-quarter dollar, more accurately known as the 1983 Washington quarter dollar. So, what makes this quarter from 1983 so interesting? Could you have a valuable one in your pocket or coin jar right now? Let's find out. First, let's clear up a common confusion. Many people refer to this as the Liberty half-quarter dollar, but in truth, it's officially known as the Washington quarter dollar. The term Liberty appears on the obverse side of the coin, above the portrait of George Washington, which often causes some confusion. The 1983 quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and a limited number of proof coins in San Francisco, S. But here's the kicker. 1983 was a very special year for quarters.
Why? Because
in 1982 and 1983, the U.S. Mint did not release any official mint sets for collectors. That means most 1983 quarters in existence today were circulated, used in daily transactions, and often worn down. So, if you manage to find a 1983 quarter in great condition, especially one that's uncirculated or has minimal wear, it could be worth a lot more than 25 cents. Now let's talk money. What is the circulated value of the 1983 quarter today? For a 1983 Philadelphia quarter in average circulated condition, its value is usually around $0.30 to $1, slightly more than face value due to collector demand. The 1983 Denver version also carries a similar value, usually between $0.30 and $1.50 depending on the condition. But keep in mind, if the coin has a lot of scratches, dull luster, or heavy wear, it may still only be worth its face value of 25 cents. Now here's where it gets exciting. If you have a high-grade 1983 quarter, say in MS65, mint state, or higher, the value can jump significantly. For example, an MS65 1983 quarter can sell for around $30 to $50 at auction, while a top-grade MS67 example can go up to $500 or more. An MS67 1983 D quarter? That could fetch $600 to even $1,000, depending on the buyer and demand. The key here is condition and rarity. Because most of these coins were heavily circulated, pristine examples are hard to find, and that's where the value comes in. So how do you know if you have a valuable 1983 quarter? Here's a quick checklist. Look for the mint mark, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver. Check the coin's condition. Sharp details, little to no scratches, and shiny luster are great signs. Use a magnifying glass to check for any errors or die varieties, such as double dies or off-center strikes. Some 1983 quarters have been found with die cracks, cuds, or even off-center errors, all of which can raise the coin's value. Be cautious of coins that have been cleaned or polished. They may look shiny, but collectors actually prefer coins in original condition, even if slightly dull. Also, unless it's a verified error coin, damage from circulation doesn't increase value, it usually reduces it. If you do find a high-grade 1983 quarter, make sure to store it in a protective holder to prevent further wear. And if you're serious about selling it, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. You can sell coins like this through auction sites, local coin shops, or collector forums. Just make sure to do your research so you don't undersell. So there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1983 Liberty half-quarter dollar, aka the Washington quarter. While most are worth a little over face value, some rare, high-grade examples can be worth hundreds of dollars. Go check your coin jars, wallets, and collections. You might just have a hidden treasure. Let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1983 Liberty half-quarter dollar, or more accurately, the 1983 Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first issued in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The coin was designed by John Flanagan, and it features a left-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse side, with the word Liberty inscribed above his head and In God We Trust to the left. The reverse side originally showed a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. Now let's fast forward to 1983, an interesting year in U.S. coin history. That year, the U.S. Mint faced budget cuts and rising metal prices, which led to the decision to stop producing official uncirculated mint sets in both 1982 and 1983. This move had an unintended consequence. Nearly all 1983 quarters entered circulation, meaning collectors had no access to fresh, uncirculated versions from the mint. As a result, finding a 1983 quarter in excellent condition today is surprisingly difficult, and that's a big reason why they're sought after by collectors. The coin was still made of the same materials as other modern quarters, a copper-nickel clad composition, not silver, but its rarity in top condition has turned it into a small legend among collectors. Another important note: because no collector sets were issued in 1983, many of the high-grade 1983 quarters you find today came from rolls saved by banks or collectors who managed to keep them in pristine condition. While the 1983 quarter might look ordinary at first glance, its historical context, especially the lack of mint sets and the full circulation release, gives it a special place in U.S. coin history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. Comment below if you have a 1983 quarter or any other rare coin you'd like us to feature next.